Hi, and welcome to Hypothetically Intentional, where we ask the question, what if we set intentions with everything we do? I'm your host, Michelle Albers, and today I have Alysia Coffield with me. Welcome, Alysia.
Hello.
I am excited for today. My intention is to try and form words and energy through the microphone that actually reveals how excited I am about what we have going on together. How about you?
Yeah, I'm just hoping I'm not going to stumble over too many words because I've got so many thoughts going in my brain, and when I get excited, I can't form them to come out my mouth right. So
Yeah,
this is
I feel
it's
that.
it's been a it's this project has been like something that's been on my mind and I know your mind for a very long time. And now that it's actually happening, part of me can't even believe it. Like
I know. Let's
I
let the
gotta
cat
I
out of the
gotta
bag.
catch
Let's
up.
say
It's
what it
happening.
is. Let's say what
It's
it is.
happening. So, yeah.
So I first of all, maybe we just back up and start at the beginning.
Yeah.
I have a program called Choose Yourself. It is deep dive personal development, healing, quote unquote, all the things, but I don't mean all the things are healed. I just mean we deep dive into the things that are bubbling to the surface and are ready. And it's life changing and it's been an amazing journey. And Alicia has been a founding member of this Choose Yourself Mastermind. And within the Choose Yourself Mastermind and summits and all those kind of things, we often talk about spiritual two by fours. And in that, and we'll explain what that is in a minute, but in that, it's this idea downloaded for me, less a spiritual two by four, more a divine download or a spiritual high five, um, to make an oracle deck of spiritual two by fours. What is a spiritual two by four? I think so many times spirit whispers and it's super subtle and we miss the signs over and over and over again. Sometimes because we're resisting, but sometimes just because life is lifing and we're doing our thing. And then eventually, if we miss it for too long, I always joke that, like, oh, it's like a spiritual two by four. It's like spirit just comes down and kind of bonks you on the head or in the third eye and says, hey, like, we've been talking to you and you're not listening. So we're going to make it impossible to miss us now. And I do that partially, like, this is not a violent oracle deck, right? It's meant to
Yep.
make the hard stuff fun. It's whimsical and funny and sometimes oh shit. I mean, I think spiritual two by fours are oh shit. But anyway, enough from me. I would love to hear from you, your experience with spiritual two by fours. And then, a side note, Alicia is an artist, and along that journey, part of the journey was to get unstuck. I'll let you tell that from like the frozen in fear of becoming an artist and really allowing that to come to fruition. And obviously, that's happened because, she's accepted my offer to be the co-creator and artist on this deck. And I am ridiculously excited about that. I'm like, who better to paint a deck than somebody who's lived the two by four? Over and over and over
Been
again,
there.
right?
Yep. Some of the cards, that you have written about, like images automatically come to mind that were like deeply personal to me, or like, oh yeah, I remember that time, or, like just, I don't know. My journey in my art specifically, I think, is what the Choose Yourself program helped kind of get me unstuck from the most. And it wasn't just about why I wasn't creating anymore, but it was layered into all parts of my being and life
Mm.
and like spiderwebbed out and affected everything, really, right? Like it's not just one thing. They're all connected. Everything's connected. So when I started to finally unravel that ball of yarn and follow the strings to figure out, oh, I've got these deep rooted perfectionism tendencies that are, thwarting my ability to create, or my fear of failure that is coming up over and over and over again. And in that those fears and stuff, kind of rediscovering what it means to me to create and
Mm.
how to make it my own voice coming forward instead of how I think I'm supposed to show up for others, if that makes sense. Like,
Yeah, that is like what you just said and how I received that is so exactly what the Choose Yourself is about.
yep,
Because it's like, what you talked about is before it was an external validation or an external desire to be appreciated or loved or noticed or accepted even, right? But then where you landed is like it comes from internal and it is legitimately a part of, well, not even a part of, it is who you are
Yep.
coming into the world and being, I don't know, like brave enough and bold enough and courageous enough, which makes it sound scary. And I suppose it is, but also it's truth, it's
Right.
authenticity, it's finding who you are and who's kind of been tucked away behind all of the, I'm just going to use a general term, bullshit, right? General term right now.
Mhm.
It's more layered than that, but all of those, our survival mode or our coping mechanisms or the ways we used to feel safe or honestly the ways we used to be safe. Sometimes it's legitimate survival mode and to be able to navigate that in a way and I don't know. I was gonna say work your way through it, but again, that makes it sound so
Right.
tedious. And
Yes, it does make it sound tedious, and a part of it is scary. And I think especially like speaking from my experience with painting in general, I used to absolutely abhor the beginning points of painting.
uh,
Like it felt like such an enormous undertaking to get started and to go through those sloppy layers of the messy middle that it kept me from painting for years. Like over a decade, I did not paint because all I wanted was that finished product that everybody, oh, it adores and like gives you
yeah,
the, good feelings
yeah,
about nice job and like you accomplished something. But I couldn't get there because all the middle stuff, being afraid of going through that middle stuff kept me from even taking that first step, from even picking up my brush. And in working through it and discovering where that was, how that was holding me back with the choose yourself stuff, like it finally showed me that I didn't have to be afraid of the messy middle or even just starting and like getting my, I don't want to call it courage, but in a way it's kind of courageous to finally step back into who you are, but in a different lens, if that makes sense.
yeah. I think, I mean, I would describe the whole journey
Oh yeah.
courageous,
Yeah.
because I think the thing that stops us the most, like if you just want to simplify it, it is fear.
Yeah.
Fear of what? That's layered. That could be a
Oh
lot of
yeah.
different things, but it does stop us. And I just think there's something about that fear that at some point the fear gets to the place or the pain from the fear gets to the place where you have no choice to take a step. And then when you get to the point where the pain is enough that you want to relieve it in some way, then it's a matter of like, okay, well, how do I change my relationship with fear then so that I don't stay in this state forever? Because this state is now it feels like, every single day I'm, dying a bit, so to speak. Like that's
Hmm.
kind of how I would describe my journey is like every single day I was like, gosh, I just feel like I'm dying a little more every day. I'm not living to live, I'm living to die. Like what the heck is happening? And it was more pain and more fear. And then I don't know, it's like I hit a wall and then it became, and that's how the choose yourself was born. It's like there are steps, there is a scaffolding, there is a way to navigate it. And I'm not going to go into all that today. That's not what we're here
Yep.
for. There's a chapter in my book that is specifically Alysia, and I don't tell anybody's names in the book, but when you read it, you'll know when it's finally done. It's getting closer and closer. The first full complete dirty draft is done, and soon it will be editing time, and then however long it takes me to get it out into the world. But even that, I appreciate you being willing to let me tell parts of your story in the book, even if I'm not saying your name there. Well, the cat's out of the bag now for that too, but with your permission and together on
Yep.
a mic. But it just I was so excited because to be fair, it was a question. Would you be
Hmm.
willing to be the artist and co-create this deck with me? I didn't know if
Hmm.
your answer was going to be yes or no. I've seen you doing more and more art and releasing things over and over again daily. But I didn't
Hmm.
know where you were at in your heart and soul, or even if this is the type of project that you would want to take. It's a big undertaking. It's a lot. This is but then when we met and we had the conversation and you were as excited as I was, is how it felt. I was like, oh, this is going to be amazing.
I feel like the timing of it has just been, uh, well, obviously divine, but like the timing of me in the phase of life that I am right now with my art and with my creativity and already having begun to establish those daily habits of creativity that I have been, aspiring to, like showing myself that I am capable of doing this and saying yes to more opportunities that do come my way because before I would just shut it down and be like, nope, I'm not capable of doing that. I can't finish that. I'm not worthy of, being hired for this size of a project or whatever those other fears may be. But I think in doing what I had been setting up since, I don't know, mid-spring of my daily process, it's it it was like, of course I'm going to say yes.
Yeah.
Like, like, and I know we had talked about it in the past of different ideas for not only this deck but other projects. And like, so when you were serious and you came to me with that proposal, I was like, oh, it's happening and it's happening now. And I'm saying
Yeah.
hell yeah, and we're going for it because
Yeah.
you can't make up the timing. You really can't.
Right.
Like,
I know. And it was a full-blown proposal. And the funny thing
yeah.
is this deck has been started for years. I had
Hmm.
a quarter of this deck done. It's evolved and it paused for whatever reason. I didn't know the reason. I just trusted the reason. I was like, I had to check in. Am I terrified of putting this into the world? How do I feel about it? Is this me resisting something? Am I blocking myself? Is there some hidden healing shadow inner child stuff that I need to look at? Am I being invited to do that again? And I sat a lot with that to just make sure. And I never got that hit. It was, I'm not saying I don't have more to do, but with regard to this project, it was like, it's just not time yet. That quarter of the deck is there and it can be there. And I don't know, maybe someday I'll show those too. But I mean, people have them, they're out in the world.
Hmm.
But it's different now, even how the guidebook is. It's like it's a more I don't know, more complete picture of the two by four because there's three parts to everything. And there's a two by four itself, right? Like the one phrase of just like, hey, have you noticed this? I'm just keeping it simple because I'm not
Hmm.
letting it all out of the bag yet. And
Yep.
then there's three parts. There's like the challenge, and then there's the energy behind it, and then there's the playground of like how can we shift it? And that wasn't there in the first part that where I wrote it. It was different. And so that will exist. There's recordings on YouTube of the 13 cards, the first 13 cards. But this now, what it really is so exciting for me. And what's coming next after, right, is just amazing. So where this is going is we're going to put it on Kickstarter and we're gonna launch it out into the world, but we're going to do it. We want you to come along with us. We want you to be part of this journey with us. And we'll have some things really the initial like this is what we're offering. Here's how you can back us and support this project. And then the rest of it, I really feel like the sacred container and the bubble of like us and the backers, it just feels really a beautiful way to honor kind of how I and we tick in the world in that keeping things sacred and special and um throwing some of it out to the public, but others, some of the things are just meant for the people who are really interested and want to be part of it. And I want feedback from those people too, right? Like who knows where this is going to evolve to, but and to be clear, this is not unclear. It's done. The writing is done. It's an editing world and you and I are talking about the cards and how the artwork is going to come into place, but really this
Mhm.
is Alicia's design and the artistic work is her baby and the authoring and spiritual two by fours themselves are my creation and coming together to create this is I don't know. I didn't know why it was on pause for so long, and now I get it, and I'm just
Now
I'm
you know.
I'm so tickled about it.
Now
It
you
just makes
know.
me so happy. I'm like, oh,
Yep.
I'm so grateful that I learned patience because that was a
Yeah,
word I freaking hated for a very long time.
I still hate it. Let's
I
be
sometimes
honest.
still do too. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie about that. But I just mean like there was a time where that would have stopped. It would have stopped all of this. I would just be like,
Yeah.
no, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna get it out there, and it's gonna be done because that's what I do. I finish what I start,
Yep.
and which is also perfectionism, by the way. I see you, girl. But this I was like, I don't know why I'm on pause, but I'm on pause, and then it was like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, spirit guides.
Yep.
Like this is
Yep.
perfect, and so I'm really
Especially
excited about that.
when it's an energy that it wasn't even it's not obviously you're the one writing it and you're the one creating the deck, but it wasn't just your energy behind. the timing of when it was going to happen, right?
Right.
Like, yeah. So
Yeah, it was
it's,
just divinely timed and
oh yeah.
came into motion when it did. And I don't know, there was something about seeing you put your artwork out every day. And for whatever reason, I think you and I also had been talking about like someday we would love to create a tarot deck together. We would love
Yep.
to, you know, all kind of these different ideas. I still want to write a children's book with you. You know what I mean? Like I want to
Yep.
do the writing and you do the artwork, or who knows what that'll look like. Maybe we'll do it all together. I don't know. But I just think that would be fun. But I just think that's been kind of coming in more and more. We've been talking about it off and on for a long time. And
Hmm.
and then for whatever reason, it was just like, oh, it's time. And and here we go. It's time
Here
for
we
me to
go.
get serious. I mean, I came to you with a tight, like a printed
Oh
proposal.
yeah.
It's an official business. Like this is not just going to be a casual conversation among friends anymore. We're done with that. Like this
Yep.
this
Yep.
is
We're
going to
making it
be
official.
yes, and we've done it all official, and I want to make that
Yep.
clear too. Like this isn't willy-nilly friends. Like we're gonna flake and not that friends flake, but you know what I mean. This is like
Yeah.
we are two
We're
small
not just in the dreaming
women-owned.
world anymore. We're in
Yeah,
like real life. There's paint on paper, pen on, ink on paper, whatever you want to call it,
yeah.
but it's happening. Like,
Yes, and we're two small businesses, women
hmm.
owned. I found a printer in the US. We're gonna go with a US printer. I've been working with them and they've been amazing and I'm
Yeah,
really excited
that is
about
so
that.
exciting.
And so really this is just about making it happen, getting
Hmm.
the funding to make it happen and to co-create together. And I'm the type of person where I really love the journey of things as well. It's not just about like hurry up and get it done. It's the journey itself and bringing people along that are excited with you fires me up in a way that just I don't know. I just think sometimes my ideas are far out there. It's like, what am I doing? Am I just like, is this a dumb idea? I don't feel that way about this one at all. But then when I get excited about it, and then I invite you and you're excited about it, and then I mean,
Yep.
I already know our mastermind group is excited about it because we've been talking about it for so long. It's like, oh, we finally get to hold it in our hands. Well, yeah, eventually, hopefully.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
actually, not even eventually, hopefully. Yes, it's happening.
It's
Uh,
happening.
and
Yes.
and it's just and seeing what you have is
Yeah.
amazing because the artwork is in motion and
Hmm.
the cards are happening and I'm really excited about where we landed on what we can offer the backers as well in various things which you'll see when that all comes out. I don't want to spoiler alert any of that just yet, but I'm just very excited about how this is coming together, about how we're able to offer things that are unique and make it special and how
Hmm.
you and I can co-create because I feel like we probably both had that download a hot second ago
Yeah.
and knew it would happen eventually. It was
Oh yeah.
just a matter of wait. I don't even
Right.
want to say wait and see. It was just like it was just like wait, it's not time
Wait.
yet, you
Yep.
know? And the fact that I was so okay with waiting is sometimes like that's how I know. Do you know
Yeah.
what I mean? That's how I
Yes.
know
Yep.
when I'm told or get that nudge to wait spiritually. And then I check in and make sure that it's not like an old wound or
Right. Are you avoiding
conditioning or
something or
yeah, or
yeah.
any of the choose yourself stuff that we do. And then
Hmm.
I really get clear about that and trust that it's coming from my highest self, my capital S self then I can settle in and actually get excited about the waiting, which sounds very weird. But when I get to the place where I can trust it, which is again, like that's a skill that I developed and learned and you've developed and learned and there's just something about that I know it means good stuff's coming. And
Yep.
I cannot wait. And here we
Yep.
are and yeah, I don't know, like I'm giddy. I'm literally giddy about this. I'm just giddy.
I
I
am
just think
too.
it's
It's
so
like
cool.
the floodgates have finally opened, and the creativity that is being harnessed right now between the two of us, like coming together to do this project it's it's massive.
It
It
really
would
is.
feel overwhelming if I wasn't so excited about it. Like,
I know. Well, and just like preview before we hit record on the mic too, like the
yeah,
two of us, I feel like I talk 100 miles an hour, which I already speak quickly. My brain goes fast, my tongue tries to keep up. Do you know what I mean?
same.
And
Yep.
I'm intentionally today, another one I didn't say out loud, but trying to really be mindful of don't talk so fast that people can't even understand you or keep up. Like don't make it so people have to slow down the recording so they
Right.
can keep up. but when I get excited, and you and I were both like that on the mic before we hit record, like on the Zoom
Oh
call,
yeah.
we were both just like, and we were
Oh
ping
yeah.
all over the place. But we were keeping up with each other too. I'm like, this is so aligned. It's just amazing and incredible. And I think this is a good place I would like to hear from you again. A good place to
Yeah.
wrap up the podcast. But I just want to say thank you, truly, from the bottom of my heart and soul, from all of my heart and soul. I'm so grateful that this has happened in this way. And I'm already loving this journey, and I can't wait to hold this deck in my hands and like together and be like, we did it. Like
We
we
did
and
it.
our spirit guides like did it. We did it.
Yep. I thank you for being patient enough to be willing to know, okay, in the past it wasn't the time. You don't know when the time is, but it's going to happen. And then ultimately asking me to join you on this project because I, I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn, but I don't know who better to do it. Like,
I know. Girl, that is like a choose yourself win at the highest level.
right?
What that just came out of your mouth. I mean, oh, that's
Uh,
amazing. Nice
yeah.
work.
Yeah.
In Oh my gosh. I love that so much. I love that you just said that. That's just I'm just taking a moment to celebrate that because
Yeah.
that is a massive um choose yourself moment and
If
you
you had
integrating
only
with
known me
you.
5 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah. Five, girl, like, I mean, yes, five, but also two. I mean, I just feel
Yeah,
like the
no,
last
there's
couple of
it's
years there's been some,
serious
yeah.
shifts.
Yeah.
Serious shifts happening.
Yeah.
Big, big.
We didn't start
Yeah.
Choose Yourself 5 years ago. It didn't even, well, maybe it existed then, but it was so brand new.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, you're right.
Yeah. That's
I'm
amazing.
pumped. I'm
But for
excited.
whatever reason, when when our paths dropped together and we met and just, I don't know, life has been it's been a pretty wild ride. I'll say that.
Yes.
But it's been an
Yep.
amazing journey and yeah. All right, I could go on forever. Let's close the podcast. Is there anything you want to share to wrap up the podcast?
Um, I don't know why, but it feels important to talk about the the process that we're going to be sharing with people that come along on this journey. I think it's a lot of people are going to be able to take a lot away from the process of
Oh,
how this is going to be made and how it is being made, like actively, it's already happening, but to join in with us and see the process of how this comes together. It's a very layered, it's a layered deck. And
yes.
a spiritual 2x4 sounds painful, and yeah, they can be, but it's not as doomy and gloomy as you might think, if that makes sense.
No,
It's
thank you for saying that. That's a really good point
yeah,
to make.
it's just sometimes we need to hear it from a different perspective, and sometimes those taps from spirit, you're not going crazy. Like
Yeah.
you can, if you look up once in a while, you can see them coming. And I think this deck is going to be a beautiful way of not only verbally with all the what you have written for the book, but visually tie it together for everybody to be able to like on an all front be able to understand what these cards and what this deck means and how it can help people. And I think that is it's exciting to be a part of and it's an exciting journey to witness and to having gone through my own journey, like it's I'm so excited to share it with people. So come along for the ride because you might learn something about yourself.
You might. Yeah.
You might.
You might.
Yeah.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much. Thanks for joining me on the podcast today, Alicia.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
All
So
right, more
excited.
soon. Thank
Mhm.
you.